This year was the first year I started Adobe InDesign, and I had a lot of struggles because I'd never worked on anything like that before, like on a computer and try to make a book. So it was hard because when I tried to print it, the booklet wouldn't print out right, and I couldn't edit it right, and it was just confusing. We were able to overcome all of our issues, and we learned how to use it, and our client was really happy.
This project was bigger than a traditional assignment because not only did we create a series of documentaries, but we worked with our other teammates in the classroom to design a tour map using the Wacom tablets and Photoshop, and then we handed it off to other students to create an interactive map using Unity that could be placed on our client's website and provide a take-home resource for teachers bringing their students on field trips to the park.
I was working with the Smithsonian group, and I was asked to sketch out a map of the Parker Homestead area, and I did that. And then I brought that sketch back to the East class and used one of the Wacom tablets to draw a digital copy of the map.
I drew the map out, and I put the buttons just over where landmarks and stuff were, and then I guess that was it. I had to learn how to set up a video player because on when you click on the button, and then there's a little video player and stuff, and there's also information down below it, so I had to set up a video player, and also had to learn how to change scenes in between stuff, and this is all done in Unity. And
to build the cornhole toss board, I got to learn how to use many tools. Got to learn how to use the jigsaw to cut the backboard and the holes in the board. And got to use drills and stuff. We got to use a chemical process to burn our letters in the wood to put the words and stuff. We were trying to find a way to put our words on top of each hole. We didn't really want to use paint or decals because the paint could smear and the decals would come off, so we found a really cool way of doing it with ammonium chloride. We mixed it with water and painted it on the board and used a heat gun to burn it into the wood.
So our Veterans Legacy project has a lot of pieces we got to put together. So we have the parts where we got to do all the research and stuff. We got to get just like the records and things like that, how tall they were, what branch they served. But then we have to get a little more deeper into it. So we get to know the person and the person's family a little bit more, and we get to talk to them, realize who they were more than what their rank was or what division they fought in. And
our project needed 3D models, and at first we went to photogrammetry, but that's a really slow project working with the Agisoft software. It would turn out that the pictures didn't line up and we didn't have a model that looked good or ended up correctly or accurate. And we ended up finding a 3D scanner that hooks onto an iPad, and that's what we started using. But the problem is it needs internet to connect to a scanner software on your laptop as well. But because we were working in a remote location, they didn't have internet, they didn't have good cell service, and that made it really tough, and there'd be pauses in between the video and we wouldn't be able to get the footage that we need. So then we ended up getting a wireless network, a Netgear box, and we found out that you don't need actual internet, you just need a wireless connection. That way you can send the video to the laptop and you can have a connection between the two. And then we were able to get the scans we needed, the models looked good, and we was able to do it all together. We knew that they were going to turn out good.
So for the parking archaeological site that what I was working on was at first making a VR app, which I was doing it through Unity. But VR is not widely used, and a lot of people still really aren't used to using VR, because I know when I first did VR, I was a little bit more kind of was falling over and stuff. So we decided to use make an animation, which is what we're working on right now, and we're doing that through Blender. And right now we're trying to get it all pieced together, make the textures, and then film a day in the life of someone in that village. Another student at our school named Lexi, she made the actual village area and all the buildings in SketchUp, and then we ported them to Unity, which then we ported them to Blender.
So me and Mr. Black went out and marked some lines out from the little trailer we have that has internet to the press box, and we had to call Arkansas One call to see if we wasn't hitting no pipes or nothing was gonna happen. So one Sunday afternoon he texted me and asked if today was the day. So we went out to there and we had to go get a trencher, and we dug it up, put the pipe down, ran the pipe through all the way, and it was just way more than I think I would have ever done in any other class. So that's definitely been an experience for me.
I've never filmed anything that was put on TV, and so some difficulties were paying attention because I had a headset in, and then people were trying to get me to do things. And it was a bit hard, but for their equipment, their cameras were easy to use to me, so I picked that up really easily.
By using the drone, instead of taking a low resolution picture off Google Maps, I can take a bunch of pictures with it and put them on Agisoft and use them for different things and make a high quality picture that's custom.
Through Share Hope, they use a heartbeat bear to collect the heartbeat from the child, and they give that to the parent that has lost the child. And when they do that, that's almost like the only thing that the parent gets. And so my project was to almost create something that could be with them so they wouldn't feel like that's the last thing they had. When it come to 3D printing a heartbeat, I was just not figuring it out. It took me a good while, and I still couldn't figure it out at that point. And so I finally found somebody that was really good with technology and really good with 3D printing. I was like, hey, could you try this out? Because I think this might be a good fit for you. And she did it.